We're gonna start.
Jesus Christ. Are you really gonna make me literally rap? Okay. We got
Carlos.
George, Will sitting around smoking all the weed, acting like clowns. We got all the alcohol and all the blunts, and then we'll go sit around chit chat like some fucking cunts. Either way, what can I say? It's the middle of the day and we're just a little slosh and we're just a little high, but either way, we are the three buddy system guys.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Buddycast. I am Carlos the Space Patino. With me, as always, is George Ferido. This fool's dying, or else I would have introduced him.
Ninja assassin himself.
Willie D. The White Candy's here, William Henderson. And with us, we have a guest, y'all. Someone who's going to be hosting the Ontario Improv Show June 12th. Get your tickets now. Promo code BUDDY. Hector Lara is in the building.
What was that?
That was a round of applause. That's actually a very good intro.
That was a sick intro, actually.
You're lucky that you got that good of an intro from Carlos.
No, that was awesome, but at the same
No
time,
beer around. What can I say?
I don't know what I was witnessing. I was gonna call 911.
I was clapping and whistling.
No, before that.
I was trying to make... Why?
Strong performance.
What?
Were you sneezing or blocking a sneeze?
Oh, no, I was coughing.
Oh, wow.
Took a big old rip, dude.
Oh, I see. Again,
That's how we roll here, man.
I'm such a
Know these
virgin.
things if you weren't a fucking dork.
I am a super dork. I don't know
Ultra dork?
anything. Yeah, I don't know. I'm guiding my daughter to failure in life. It's just like I should know the dangers, and I don't.
Yeah, well, at least you know that you're guiding her to failure.
Yeah.
You can let her know eventually. Be like,
Yeah.
hey, I was fucking up that whole time. Like,
Yeah. At 18, I just tell her the truth. Like, don't listen to whatever the fuck I told you. Good luck.
Yeah.
Here's $100.
I was just trying to get you to now without dying.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's what it is. Half of it is that.
Keeping
Don't
your
die.
kid alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just make sure they don't die. That's the important part.
Even though at 6 months she did crawl off the bed under my watch, front first, and she
Kids
did.
are resilient.
that's normal.
She did a backflip with her neck bent.
Nice.
You know.
Yeah.
And I thought,
Scorpion?
I am going to. That's it. Like I thought.
I'm going to get rid of this body. Oh, wait, she's moving.
Set the place on fire. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. That's good.
No,
Yeah.
she's not turning blue. I guess we're good.
Yes.
She's just sleeping.
A lot of it is that, or just act asleep. If I'm asleep while she was asleep, or
What
just,
happened?
What? Just wiping your eyes. What? What happened?
or just in case stab myself in like non-organ places, just in case I have to go to Plan B.
They stabbed this fool, but threw the baby.
And I tried to tell the detectives, it must have fallen like this, like off the bed this way and done this flip. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
And then the paramedic is looking at your wounds. He's going, they must have stabbed you really slow.
Like, this one's barely a stab. This is a poker.
Did it hurt? Not that one, but that one kinda.
Like there's no abrasion around the skin from like the force.
crust,
There's,
yeah.
it's like no one put any force into this. They just
It's like they cared about how they felt.
Cared about the scars after.
It's like they were torturing you, but you were awake.
Yeah.
This one looks like a tickle. I've seen
Yeah.
a tickle before.
For sure this was a butter knife. There's no sharpness here.
This one looks like they started and it hurt too much and they moved over here.
They felt the knife was cold and they got scared right here.
And somehow they went and trimmed your pubes during the whole time. It's just weird. It's weird.
Strangely didn't get any tattoos.
Yeah.
Suspicious.
Well, that was a good show, guys. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Good
good.
time. So.
We're done. That's it. Once we get one good bit, dude, we're
That's
out.
it,
That's
done.
a clip, dude.
Good
We're
job,
on
guys.
TikTok. We're on Instagram. That's all we need. We're
Yes.
done.
Did it already.
Tens of views on this one.
Technically, nobody really listens much longer than that. So,
Thanks for coming, Hector.
yeah.
Thank you. No woman has ever told me that, but thank you. I'll take it from you. Appreciate it.
Nobody's ever said that. Yeah, I guess nobody's ever
Thanks
said
for
Yeah,
that.
who says that, right? Thank you.
That would be a cool thing.
They
I
should
would-
be
I would love-
welcome.
I would love to hear it.
I say thank
Thanks
you.
for coming.
I say thank you. I do say thank you.
Yeah. At least
Wow.
You should.
Not every time. Sometimes I'm like, I put it down. I don't need to say thank you.
Like you should know.
Welcome.
But but especially when it's like when she just takes care of me, you know, and it's like I don't reciprocate
Yeah.
because for whatever reason.
Yeah. It happens. It's like a bank. It's like, you know what? You
Yeah.
get a credit.
Yeah.
You know, cash it in later.
Right, exactly. And like I'll get you in the shower in
Yeah.
a couple of days or
Yeah.
something. Like,
While you're taking a poop, but it's cool.
yeah. But I forgot the point I was
Well,
making.
Eating pussy.
The thank you. The thank you. Like sometimes you're like,
yeah. So in those instances, I say thank you. But I guess like during sex, as long as I assume that she also finished at some point, then I won't really say anything. But
It's like a double technical.
if it's a quickie for me, and I'm like, she definitely didn't get off of it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for.
I don't think
letting
I've
me-
ever said thank you, even when it's in
You're
situations like that.
disgusting.
Damn, you're such a
16
fucking
years.
I'm more like, you owed me.
This is why your girl doesn't introduce herself to me.
She's like, fuck, I'm so ashamed. I don't
Yeah.
want them to know who puts
I
up with
am,
this
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Who comes and doesn't
and
care?
She'll be like, I'm so and so, and it's not going to be your last name. And I'll be like, who are you? And she'll be like,
I came with him. And you didn't say thank you.
I didn't come with.
I'm Hector's plus one.
I am Hector's fleshlight. Nice to meet you.
And he still doesn't say thank you.
How dare he?
I know.
Disgusting.
Maybe
sir.
every once in a while.
You should say thank you next time.
Yeah, do you usually knuckle
She would be like, who the fuck are you
Say
hanging around?
thank you when you get home. She'd watch this podcast and be like, who the fuck are these idiots?
Yeah. And then
Giving him
she'll
a
be
Like, thank you. Yeah, you should say it.
Thank you. Yeah. She'll say thank you to you guys. She's like, yes, thank you for making him say thank you.
Appreciation makes me wet. He has no idea.
Yeah, dude, that's most girls.
I was missing out this whole time. Like, that was clueless. All it took was a thank you.
Yeah, now she's Niagara Falls.
Yeah. Now I write thank you cards to her. It's like I have a thank you card ready
Get
for
a
her.
thank you tattoo around your
Yeah.
collarbone.
Like,
He quits comedy in 3 years because he has 6 more kids. It's like that math doesn't really. I know. Well, there's triplets. You can have triplets.
Yeah.
Twice.
well, they do that now. Like when they get they do the insemination where they're having trouble having kids. They're like, fuck it if it's 2 or 3.
Or 7.
Yeah.
Like that one bitch. Or 8.
She did that with science.
Octomom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
what
not
the hell?
natural. You don't do
No,
that. but-
there's no Mormon coming that much.
No,
That's too
no,
crazy.
no.
At the same time, too? No, that's
Yeah.
But imagine. Oh no, it couldn't have been 8
To have-
eggs. It couldn't have been 8 eggs at once.
I'm pretty
naturally.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure she had multiple sets of like twins or triplets.
Yeah.
I don't think that was like accidental.
Like 8 of the same clone.
I don't think it's 8. At the same time, I think they use multiple
just a
different
bunch
ones.
of Django Fets.
That would be awesome. How awesome. And they should
guess.
just name them Django.
All of them.
There's no first, second, or third. It's just Django.
The girls are named Jenga.
Oh
Yeah, that
shit.
sounds fun.
That would be cool. It'd be cool to be just some like rich monster billionaire and just do that and just fuck with people. You're no longer Cassidy. You're fucking Jenga. And just fucking, you have 10 sisters. I don't know. Go fucking lay on top of each other. I don't know what the fuck.
I'd watch. Get a webcam. Yeah.
Lay on top of each other.
Yeah,
Oh,
why not?
well,
No,
they would
their
have
own-
to
they'll
live
get
up to
own-
their name.
They'll get their own show, dude. They always do on TLC.
TLC.
TLC's got all the freaks.
Yeah, at what point, how many kids do you need to get a TV show? Do you have to sell it?
More than the last.
Well, or
the
just
second
My
one.
aunt had 9 kids in the midst of Indiana, like, and 3 triplets.
Well,
to finish
those are
it off.
farms. Those are large farms.
Yeah, I mean, they put the triplets in the pig
Her
pens,
vagina is a
so-
large farm.
Yeah, it is,
Just
dude.
a field that needs to be
It's a-
plowed by a whole family.
Like the husband comes home, he's like, we bought 50 more acres. She's like, fuck, how many more kids is that? Fuck, that's at least 4 more. Shit.
How many Morgans is it, you know?
3 Morgans, but I only got 1 more Matthew. In me. He's gonna tear that shit up.
That's a great joke. That's a fucking great joke. Nobody knows what a Morgan is. You gotta do some Googling, because that's a great joke.
I actually don't know what a Morgan is.
All right. Well, I guess we'll do it right now. I know. It is a plot of land that is millable or sowable, whatever you want to say, like maintainable with
Mexicans.
by hand or with the use of like an ox or a horse by like one family.
I want to blow you so hard right now.
Yeah.
Wow. How do you know that? Is that like...
There's a video game called Manor Lords.
I know. I saw you
that-
playing on Steam. I was like, "What the
good.
fuck is Manor Lords?
It's
Fucking
good.
Bridgerton fuck at 8 o'clock in the morning."
Good, dude.
That's a
It's good.
learning video game. Wow, that is
Fight
awesome.
Other people that have.
No. It's like a city builder game with that like mix in like real-time strategy like StarCraft, like controlling.
Yeah.
So like you build your city and establish your army, and then you can like control your armies to like go. But it's all like you play the computer. Yeah.
That
It's
sounds
cool.
fun.
But they obviously there's like different. Yeah. Like, about 2 acres.
Oh, shit.
0.8 hectare. How about that? Huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
That's the title of this episode, Hectare.
Hectare is what he does to the pussy.
You're such a
Morgan.
Matthew, bro. That's crazy.
That's a Morgan. Wow, that's cool. But yeah,
The more you know. Your girl's so wet right now, Will. She's fucking
Probably, yeah.
sopping. She's like, I'm
Yeah.
glad I have leather
just proud.
seats.
Feels like a tear just comes down. Everybody just learned a lot right now.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
welcome.
Everyone's
I did
smarter.
it. I did it. And I
You know,
still don't know what that is.
Honestly,
You're an idiot.
we teach something every episode. We learned about probiotics.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yogurt.
Yeah,
Yogurt.
yogurt. We learned about the Eurasian steppe yesterday in
That's
the
true.
last episode. Like,
That's
we're
true.
really just spreading knowledge here. This is free for y'all. You're welcome.
Knowledge that's already on Google, but we're
Say
spreading
thank
it
you.
though.
Hey, look, someone's got to
Specifically.
build the library.
Yeah.
You're right,
Appreciate
you're right.
it.
You guys aren't looking it up.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
We're
Yeah, I agree.
helping.
We're curious, is what we are.
Yeah, but I mean, look at the fucking fire joke that just landed for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the fact that I knew it on a whatever,
I know,
dude. You don't
yeah.
appreciate comedy.
Rewind. We're gonna replay this. This episode is gonna be 15 minutes longer now,
That's cool.
just to replay that section for people.
That was fun.
We,
That was a great joke. Fuck you.
That was good. I liked it. From the inception.
All right, so we got a
Alright.
clip here.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm
It's just
blocking your view.
They're just making. Am I
Oh.
blocking your view?
I don't know.
It's a little. Okay, this is cute. Oh, it's like a mini kitchen. Oh,
I'm like, that's cocaine, right?
how
It's-
adorable.
It is adorable. Can I tell you though? It makes me mad that they have time to do this.
Right.
That's what pisses me off the most.
Because they're not just making it; they're setting up the shot.
Yeah.
They're not
Gotta
just
wash
like-
the dishes.
It's one thing to own this thing and have it on your account. This is just what I do on my night. But to make
They
this
got
into
quartz
content-
counters.
goodness.
They got quartz counters, motherfuckers.
Got a vacuum.
How?
Don't they got a real house?
But then like this is like their D&D. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, it's
bullshit.
They jerk off to this
Bullshit.
for sure.
No, this is these guys don't have sex.
There's just no time.
Or this woman.
Yeah.
This might probably a
It's,
woman.
if the
Look at those
straw doesn't come
look
in,
at those fingernails, dude. Can we pause it on one of the fingernail shots? Holy
You can kind of
Christ.
see the thumb at
And the
bottom
hair.
right there.
Look at that. I mean,
That's a hairy ass finger.
that's not a finger that's a finger in any buttholes. You know what I mean?
That's next episode, basically. That and it would be a miniature butthole.
Damn, you had to put milk in that little ass milk jug. How fucking stupid did you feel?
I had to use a dropper, I bet.
Yeah, little syringe.
Considering it probably.
I would just lick it. I wouldn't even bake it. Oh, that's
Makes
vanilla
vanilla,
extract.
yeah.
Okay.
Now that would have been difficult, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Still,
You
that
just need
amount-
you need an eye drop to get
That amount of vanilla extract in that mix, yeah, that's you're drunk now. That's too much.
Oh my god, that's so annoying. They have a sponge.
I hope there's a tech deck at the front of their kitchen. Yo, this looks good as fuck.
Lemon cake. I love lemon cake.
I love lemon cake.
Except it's gonna be like this big, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
And
you'll,
then-
you'll put it. You'll
And then they jizz on it at the end. Just-
and then you,
Just smashes it with his
Yeah.
cock.
dude, if he put his micro penis in the hole of this, it would be the funniest fucking.
Cute.
Anything with sprinkles is good.
They're probably like, I only have enough ingredients to make this little ass cake.
Yeah, exactly. Once you eat it, you're like, "Do you have any more?" They're like, "Do you know how long that?" I cooked it on a candle.
Watch it just be some tiny person with big hands. We're just talking shit. It's like, no, giant hand syndrome.
Just the size of Jerry the mouse. This is the perfect food for Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Do we clap?
Sponsored by Ozempic.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's enthralling, but I hate it. You know?
Because you watched the whole thing, huh?
I mean, now I did.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because
I saw it and I put it in there,
oh.
but I didn't watch the whole thing before. But
I would love it if she served it to some ungrateful husband. What the fuck is this?
and you still cut it?
Ball sprinkles? I wanted the other one.
Beats his wife with a little stick.
Yeah.
Fucking slut.
This is what you do at home all day?
What a dumb whore. Smack, smack, smack.
She's like, it took me 16 hours. I built this all for you.
she starts throwing tiny dishes at him.
You're so fucking ungrateful.
They're whispering though. the cutest domestic disputes, man.
They're screaming, but they gotta be in the kitchen. Like, you fucking bitch, you stupid. Wasted a fucking candle on this goddamn cake? A fucking candle? Are you serious?
I thought I told you to make the steaks today.
You almost burnt the goddamn house down.
Meanwhile, it saves the relationship because they're just role playing everything in this scenario. Just getting it out.
And then he's like, I got a farm.
Now I'm gonna fuck you with my little ass dick.
I never should have married you, and you're fucking stupid. Should have
This is a great lemon cake, you fucking bitch. We got two fun times, y'all.
Yeah.
Two fun times.
So we just did 2 podcasts.
Let's have a fun time counter. Yeah.
All right. What's the limit to fun times on this podcast?
69.
Maybe 3.
63.
Say at most 3 we have. If we're
We're going to break that
Then we
record tonight.
then we start sweating a lot. You know?
yeah, dude.
That's just your heart rate.
then it hurts a little.
Stinks.
It's like having sex for too long where you're like, I kind of hurts now.
Starts to stink in here.
This whole sex too long bullshit. If that's bullshit, I don't know. That's movie shit.
What do you mean it's bullshit?
10 minutes tops. I'm done. Let's get out.
Oh,
No, I
typically-
agree.
Get out.
Let's just.
agree.
What are we doing here?
But if I can go longer, I will.
No.
Typically, I can't. I have
Still
had.
young, man.
I have had my girl be like, "You need to come."
Wrap it up.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Finish up. Let's go.
Not that boldly, but in a sense. Like when she starts saying, "Come for me," like in a sexy way, I'm like, "Okay, she's done. She's had enough."
The funnest is when one goes before the other, and then it's just like, you know what? The other one's just kind of.
You just hear the sigh.
It's like you're at a buffet and the other person's not done eating,
Yeah.
but you're like, all right, I guess I'll just
Yeah,
chill.
You just see the light of the phone.
Yeah. Well, they're sleeping. They start to sleep, and it's just like, what?
No, you finish when you're ready.
Yeah,
I'm here. Fuck.
Because that's really sexy. That's real sexy, by the way.
And then they try to cover it up by like when you actually stop. Why'd you stop?
Yeah.
You were already getting dressed. What do you mean, why did I stop?
You're putting your socks back on.
She's like, "I was loving it."
Yeah.
So you put your socks on with your toes. So I figured it was time
Slipping
to wrap
everything.
it up.
She's slipping into her clothes with her legs
Yeah,
first.
yeah. Dude, sometimes I'm so tired. I am like picking at my socks with my fucking toes. I'm like, what am I, a goddamn koala? Like just trying to take my shit off.
Just with the
Makes me
first 2
mad.
toes.
Done that.
Yeah, because then I'm like, I could do it the right way and just be done with it, but instead it takes like 5 minutes because I'm trying to use my toe. I'm like, oh, I just don't want to get up.
You just step on the toe of your
Yeah.
sock and just pull.
You could do that, but I'm already like in bed and it's like,
Oh yeah, then you have to get
and
up.
then I stab myself with my long ass toenails. Like, all right, never mind.
Like a long scratch. Yeah. It's not even a scratch. It's a wound because it's fucking.
It
It's always
is.
a big thing.
Yeah, and your fucking foot's like a dog's mouth. There's so much bacteria on
Yeah.
it. It just gets infected immediately.
Yeah.
Just mine?
No.
You're-
Gangrene. Yeah.
That's gross. Take care of yourself, dude.
Gang. So whatever. Oh.
Yeah. Toenails are weird.
How was your last show, Hector Lara? We were just talking about like you always ask me how my show is, and I'm like, I don't. What are you talking about?
There's so many. So you had the one with
not
George
even.
Guzman, right?
It's not. It's the opposite. I just forget.
It was a good show though. No, you hosted.
Yeah. But you're deflecting now. So what was your last show?
Fun. Good crowd.
Which
it
one
was
was
at the Improv School Redlands. Really cool, intimate. There's probably about 20 people in the crowd. Very supportive.
Nice.
Like it felt like 100, and they were there to watch and support, and really cool. Everything just hit, and it felt good. Like
Nice.
I needed that
Dude,
win.
listeners are wondering who books that, bro. Fucking, who hit you
That
up?
one was set up by Edwin.
San Juan. That's crazy.
Yeah, I imagine. No, it's by I think Nick, the improv school. They have a improv classes there on Sundays, but like 5 to 9, which is cool. and then it was Edwin. And sorry, Edwin, I can't remember your last name. I know it. I know it. I just can't think of it right now. And but really cool guy. I think he should be coming out to the Back to the Grind on Thursdays. I told him about it, so I don't know if he was there. I don't think he was there last time, but he's really cool. But yeah, fun show. I needed it because eating crap sometimes and Mike sometimes it's like it's hard. You start believing the hype of like
The lack of hype.
Yeah, and then when you're able to execute at a show like for the given time, it's like okay, all right, I still believe, at least for the next near future.
Yeah, I think that's important too. You do need to get booked regularly so you can remember, like, oh no, I'm funny. Bug.
Yeah, when someone's like, I need you to do 15 minutes, I'm like, cool, I'm just gonna like, I want to make a good showing. I'm like, I'm just gonna do like a good 15. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm okay with this. I can do this.
Yeah.
It's weird how we get into our heads. I don't know why. We add layers for no reason.
No, I think we know how many layers there are, and most of what we do is garbage. Like most of it, the open mic just experience sucks.
I think only if you're making it bigger than what it is. If you're using it right, if you're using it right, you're not going to trip out over a bad set at a mic. That's
but
all
it doesn't
I'm
mean it
saying.
wasn't fun.
Yes, it's fun. You're still
walking.
doing it.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like it sucks if it wasn't fun.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't want to go out there and walk uphill, but sometimes that just feels like all I'm doing.
I've definitely not had fun at mics before, for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then you do have the fun. You're like, why can't it be like this all the fucking time?
Yeah.
I think when I've not had fun is when I wasn't prepared. And then it showed, and then it's like, I get in my head, like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, what am I doing wasting time here? That's when I don't have fun. That's what it's like for me. But if it's, nothing worked, but if I quote unquote prepared, then fine. That's just what happens. But it's usually when I'm not prepared, eat shit. That's when I was like,
That's when you feel really bad about yourself.
yeah, and like, let me just jump off a 3-story building. I think no, a 2-story building does. No, I think 3 for sure. I don't know how high you need to jump off. How many stories before it's guaranteed
To die?
We've had this discussion many times. I think that the church out back of the Back to the Grind is plenty high enough. I think that's about 3 stories, wouldn't you say?
But I don't think you could die 100% of the time. That's my point. Is that you can survive
I think
that.
I could survive that.
Yeah, you could survive. It would
Now,
suck.
head
You might have to
first?
eat
That's
through
what
a
I'm
straw.
saying.
Fuck, head first? No, I could survive it.
That's what I'm saying too, though. You're right. Your body might just crumple the right way, where you just sever your spine, and now you can only blink to talk.
Or you have a weird, like 1 in a million where you just bounce off your head.
Yeah.
You just bounce for no reason. There's no scientific
just
explanation.
fine.
Yeah, you bounce up and then you land on your. It's just like the water bottle challenge.
Yeah.
You just, oh shit.
Yeah, like those motorcyclists that hit the car and they
land on the top,
Land.
yeah.
You have to land on the gate. That's
Yeah.
the only way to ensure you're gonna die. But
Yeah.
that's a percentage. Plus, I think most fire trucks can't even reach above the 5th story anyway. So
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. They have the helicopter
that.
in or what?
you better make it downstairs. Take the elevator. I don't know.
During a fire.
Jump to the ladder.
Yeah, I was just
That
about to
would
say
be
the same thing.
fun.
We could only make it to the 5th floor, and you're on the 7th. I'll jump. To
Catch me.
Yeah, just put the ladder right there.
You just hit the edge.
You guys don't have the balloon thing? I see it.
Think of it as the trampoline thing. Get 6 ladders.
Go
and
rent a
let me-
party jumper.
It's at such an angle that you sever your head all the way down.
Hold the trampoline on the ladder.
And put another trampoline under that one, but a little more to the angle that I'm
bounce you down.
Let's just surround the whole building with trampolines, guys.
By the end, they're like, you know what? Just jump, dude.
I'll
got
catch you.
No trampolines?
Whoops.
Yeah.
Can 4 of you just hold a sheet then? Just like really taut. Just
That worked on the Little Rascals.
I used to think that would work. I still believe.
I'm sure it would probably work for like an animal.
yeah, I was gonna say you could probably catch like a cat like
Yeah,
that.
or
Like a cat?
small,
It went down to cat.
dog, a small
Yeah.
dog, yeah.
Or a baby.
What about bubble wrap?
Or a baby.
Yeah, you can catch a
Bubble
baby.
wrap.
You can get your
Damn.
baby that way.
For sure, bubble wrap.
Now you would come out hot. You would pop
I think that's
it.
probably the best way to catch a baby.
Just
With
just like a
if it's like 2 or 3 stories, yeah, because if
like
you
a
catch
reverse atlato, you're just like, oh, I got it.
exactly. If you catch it like a football, like you're probably gonna hurt it.
You're gonna kill it. Yeah.
You gotta catch it and then wrap it up like.
You catch it at his neck and the head flips back.
It's like, no.
It's okay.
Hey, so that happens. So I just fall asleep, and I stab myself a couple of
I
times.
think you're gonna need a little wheelchair. Like a really tiny one. It'll be cute. It'll be cute.
Perfect for your little ass kitchen.
Yeah, and we'll get you lemon cake. Oh shit!
Or you like go back to your football days and you like catch it with one hand and then boom.
Lithuanian. The 20, the 10.
Grab it and just fucking bring it back together.
Like, grab it, spike it.
Start dancing.
Other people are like,
You just start doing the gritty.
Did he just fucking dab? Like,
Oh shit!
no.
That's 3.
That's 3. That was good. These are fun. These are fun.
That's the cast. We'll take off now. No, I just we're getting a lot of new faces.
No, how was your last show? Did we?
no, he said it was good.
Oh, you said it?
It was fun.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about, like having fun. And he had fun. And it's not that comedy's not fun. It's just that knowing how fun it can be, it sucks to feel like I'm not getting that every time.
The time on stage is the most fun I can possibly have. That's like
Any stage?
for the most part.
Yeah.
Like if like I'm on stage and I'm telling jokes, I'm having a good time. If I'm bombing, not so much,
Yeah.
but like
It's still, you're still feeling something.
but like especially when you're like doing really well, nothing compares to it.
It's just like you're like a wizard and you're just making this magic.
And on top of that, you know what's coming.
Yeah.
You're like, you know what's coming next.
No, I
You're
didn't
like,
think about that. I didn't
Yeah.
think about that.
So like, I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say.
What did you say that the times they had the most fun is when you're on
Oh
stage?
yeah, but like, I don't like running shows. I don't like booking people. I don't really like talking to other comics for the most part. Like if I want to talk to you, I'll talk to you. I don't like it when people give me fist bumps all the goddamn time. I don't like being forced into fist bumps.
I always
What a
force you
weird
to
first
fist bump.
world
I know,
problem,
I
because
know.
there's comics like nobody fist bumps me.
I don't fucking care. I don't care.
That's what I'm there for. I'm always
like-
force fist bumping people.
Just
Fucking take it, bitch.
Good job, you did it.
It sounds like trauma, childhood trauma, but that's maybe a different episode.
It is
right?
because he's a sports kid.
yeah, it's supposed to be people
didn't-
that
he
I
didn't
see
deliver.
as. I'm sorry.
He didn't. Yeah, at open mic night, you didn't deliver, and you got a fist bump, and it feels weird.
When?
In general, that's why you don't like the forced fist bump.
Like you need to earn that fist.
Yeah, you're like, no, that wasn't it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. You don't get a fist bump for saying hello.
you don't get a fist bump for signing your name either.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm the opposite.
I know.
Some people need to be nurtured though, so it's good that you exist.
I'm gonna
I
start
just-
putting my hands in my pockets around here.
I'm not gonna just put my hand in your pocket.
Pulls his hand out,
Can you
puts it
just
back in the
hold-
pocket.
No words.
hold little fists in your sleeve, just so that your hands are inside and they're just like baby hands sticking.
We should have little
That would be
fists. We should have little fists. Like if you
That would
if we don't, you know,
not a
if you-
full fist bump?
If you didn't do a good, if you
And
didn't
then
have a
someone's
good
gonna
set.
be somebody's like, I just fisted Will. It's like you did. No way.
And then, no, but it was the little one though. But he hit me with the little one.
Like you gotta earn the real
But
one.
here's the thing. I know from experience that when someone has a good set and I give them a fist bump willingly, it means something.
Even if it's in their face because they're ugly.
So you want them to know that hey, if Will Henderson is fist bumping you, fucking it
That
means
Not
something.
as not if I'm hosting. That doesn't count. I do that to everybody. That doesn't count. I'm doing that because I'm cordial. But if I'm
Used to
not
be the
hosting,
handshake.
yeah, it used to be a handshake. But if I'm not hosting and I walk past you and I give you a fist bump, I go, "Good set." That should mean something.
I'm gonna go up to Will next time and be like, double 10 fucking high five fucking bullshit, dude.
2, 3.
Yeah.
Oh, that means you killed.
No, that's just to say hi.
That's crazy.
No, I get it though, because like at our last show, I think went well. I think it was cool. It was at Christopher Keith Tyler's festival
Oh, yeah.
that we ran for 45 minutes, I guess.
Comedy.
Oh, you guys went back to back to back.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Which
How'd
was
it go?
fine.
Good.
Yeah,
I
it was
mean,
fine.
Yeah.
There was no
it
host.
kind of was perfect, to be honest.
Yeah, you couldn't find three people that could transition smoother like that. Like
Really?
Yeah.
we know each other's credits. We know like
Right.
we know where the jokes are gonna.
Is that
end.
weird to introduce each other?
No,
No,
I
it
don't
was
think so.
super easy.
it was the easiest.
It was very natural.
Yeah, and it was cool because I was like, okay, like I'm done. I'm done. You know, like I don't have to go back up there and introduce
Yeah.
George now.
Were you guys introduced as a package, kind of? Like, here's the buddy system.
Sort of.
Yeah.
No, but then they introduced me. You know, after they explained what the buddy system is.
Okay.
And then they were like, oh, and here's Carlos, and then we brought each other up. After
Pretty much like that. Here's Carlos.
Yeah,
Here's this fucking guy. Yeah.
But it was fine. It was smooth. I think we all had good sets. I think we all had better sets than we had expected.
Oh yeah.
Why was that? Why was that?
Because it was
It
outside.
was outside just during the day. It was.
I thought I was gonna get burnt. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, because when we first got there, it was sunny, and then we ended up going up late, which probably was to my benefit because I feel like the back of my head would have got burnt by the time I was off stage, because it was like
Or at least
directly in
half of it.
sunlight.
You just cooked
Yeah,
on one
right.
side. Pink Willie.
Yeah, so half pink.
Yeah.
So you predetermine like if your set's gonna go well depending on the setting?
I mean,
Oh, dude, do you predetermine how your sets are gonna go?
No, because he just said like, well, it went better than I thought.
Yeah, because
because
it's
you
just
look
a
at
weird
it,
word to
yeah,
use.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
look at the situation and you're like, I don't know, man. Like I've done
this is not. Yeah, this is not geared to for comedy to succeed.
But
There's no
very rare
ceiling.
though, unless you're at a comedy club. What really else is right? It's
But-
not. You're not really set up in
Right,
most places.
but step back even a further than that is like the reason that you're okay with doing comedy in places where it's not okay to do comedy is because of COVID. We were doing comedy in clubs and bars where it was set up, it was inside, there was an amplification system. All of those things were in that space. The problem was there's just no people, and then everything shifted. Now we started doing comedy outside. Now that's kind of the norm. We started doing comedy outside. We started paying for stage time. Like the environment of comedy now, prior to 2020 even, is different. And so I said it on the way, I'll continue to say it, like doing comedy outside at this point is unnecessary. I don't want to do it if I don't have to. And because there's no reason to stack the deck against the comedian. You're trying to hold a comedy show,
I see.
you should have a space where it is conducive to had good comedy. And that's why when you do it outside, it's like, all right, well, take that off the list. Your laughs are going to dissipate. And your experience as a comic is going to be affected. I think had the show been inside, had we had our sets, we all would have fucking smashed. But because we were outside and the laughs couldn't reverberate, the experience that we got was a little less. It was still fun,
Yeah.
but you didn't get that full
That
syringe of heroin.
feedback of
like
just-
we all still knew we did good.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
You can still tell by the reaction though,
No,
right?
you could still hear laughing, but it's not as
But
like.
you have to cover the sun to make sure they're smiling because
Yeah.
you can barely hear them.
But
it's like having the spotlight in your face, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
kinda.
inside it's definitely contained.
Yeah.
So,
I understand.
It feels
that.
a lot better for
Yeah.
for everybody too, because even
just what we're
when it hits
used
even the audience too, they hear the laughs and they're like, this is a good time, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
they're only on one side because the left side was all in the sun,
sun,
and nobody
yeah.
wanted to sit in the sun.
Yeah. Also, I needed to warm up because I'm a cold-blooded lizard. Sometimes I sat out there, and in the sun, you couldn't look up at the stage. Like it was just in your
So
face.
that affected the audience's experience
For sure.
too.
Yeah. Yeah. So everyone's experience gets
it.
affected because
Yeah.
you're not just doing other things to make it better or as best as you can.
It's like a busy joke where instead of just laughing, you're thinking about what's being said.
Yeah, because you haven't written it down.
Right.
You're doing too much.
So they're like worried about the sun, worried about the seating. It's just like it doesn't sound like it's funny because it doesn't reverberate, and yeah. I can see that. I can see that.
So many things that could get in your head in places like that, like when you're on stage, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of all over the place the first few minutes. I was having trouble. Like, I would like get to a point in a joke, and I'd be like, "Is there more to that?" Or
You were
was
thinking in
that
your head
it?
during
yeah,
the set?
Yeah, I was like,
Did I say that already?
yeah, exactly. I was like, "Fuck."
I know I said something offhandedly because I was just editing on the fly, and I was like, oh, I ruined a tag just right there. I was like, God damn it, dude.
That is an interesting experience when you start talking to yourself on stage while you're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Do it all the
Mental
time.
discussion.
Yeah.
More of a battle. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Stay on track. Where are you going with this right now?
Come on, come on.
You start criticizing yourself.
Remember.
What was I doing? What was I doing? Walk around. Take a drink of water. I don't know.
Don't forget.
Yeah.
Where were you?
You already said that, didn't you?
You did this like
Well,
2
you
weeks
haven't.
ago.
Well, you have it. We better not to do it then.
They hate you.
But that was a good one. They hate you, yeah.
But it is fun, and I think I had a good time to show up knowing that in my pocket I can do 50, like no stress. I didn't have to write a set list or anything. I was like, I get to do this. This is the thing I wanted to do, and then do it well. That was cool. Mm-hmm. But that
People liked it.
That was
People liked it.
That was because of what we did. That was our skills, not necessarily the ingredients to success that were there.
But every good comic did well.
Yeah,
Everybody we saw that should have got laughs did. So
that's true. Yeah,
Oh.
because when you're good, you're good. Like
Yeah.
whether you run it a minute or not. Like when you know you can do it, it's like it is a different experience than the open mic experience.
It's so funny, like seeing other people and like other comics you've never seen before. I always get in my head and I'm like, ugh, they're gonna fucking hate my set. They're gonna watch me and be like, this dude's a hack. Like, what stupid? Oh, you have a black girlfriend?
You're racist.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
Oh, you fucking ape. You have a Jew joke. Good one, dick. Like, fuck. I hate it, dude. That's why I hate my jokes. I'm like, I feel like such a dildo. But it's like, well, if they're gonna work, I'm gonna keep doing them. It's all
the people to stop laughing. Damn, man.
They like it. They buy it. What do you want?
Like I was listening to Dan Soder's podcast. He had Ali Sadiq on, and Ali was talking about watching other comics, and he was like, you know, if you're not like advancing the game in comedy, I'm not interested in what. And I was just like, we would never be friends. He would hate me. He would hate me for sure. And I don't want to know that. But I do know that. I don't want to know that, but I know it.
What does that mean to him, though? Like, what does advancing the game really mean?
I don't know. That's what freaks me out. I don't know what that means, and I don't know how to do it.
I just think he just wants to be so. What is it?
Entertained.
Just ahead. Like he's so progressive. Like he's so ahead of everything that he's just thinking like 3 steps ahead. No, man. First, just like I was thinking on this on the way here today, like how much different I am today compared to our last show at the Improv in November. 6 months ago, I'm like, my mindset is completely different from even then. Like, it's weird, you know. And then you start thinking about the whole 10-year process and whatever. It's just this process of evolution that you have to go through, from understanding your writing to why you're writing or what you're writing, and like for everything. That's
If you're writing,
yeah. And
don't point at me like that.
no, because we just talked about the fact that like when I don't feel prepared, like that's part of it. It's like it's a culmination of all these things, and yeah, we're so busy trying to be that. And then I'll watch a comic say, well, I'm working on I just got a new album, but I'm gonna have my newest hour in like next month. I'm like, fuck, that's. They must be at such a point in their writing or in their whatever evolution that. Now it's just that mindset of this is my new hour. It's new hour.
No, I think they just have the time.
They get a lot of stage time.
Yeah.
They have the time to write, and they don't show you all the sets they're doing. That's like by the time they're releasing an album, they already have 30, 40 minutes that they've already been working out around town, whatever that is for them. You know what I mean? So like, it's not like.
It's a lot of overlap.
Yeah,
You know, like I'm about to do 30. If I wanted to put that on wax, I could do 30 and know that I got an extra 25 that I can just go through
so
and then
it's
push
like
my album.
Things are being processed at the same time,
Yeah.
but
I think
got
so.
it.
But also the important thing is they have the time.
Yeah,
like we all have day jobs and shit.
like a special between like shooting it and release is probably what 4 to 6 months easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Really?
For sure.
And they're
For
also
sure.
chopping up what 17 sets, probably 4 sets a night for a weekend. Like
Unless they're specifically doing it quick for something.
Yeah.
For like the like, you know, I'm sure like Dave Chappelle's probably get done a little quicker
Right.
than the average person because they just probably, I don't know. Like if he's like, I want to put it out now, they go, okay.
Just come record. I'm gonna do two.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Anyway,
Have you guys?
we don't fucking know. By the way.
But that's a good. I think that's a good guesstimate. Like, there's this comic she was talking about how she got censored from YouTube because she was considered. She said like the C word to her cat, Liz Mealy, and then. But YouTube said, "Oh, you have hate speech," so now she's branded as hate speech. So now she won't get as much.
Getting more views and
ads.
stuff.
Well, I don't know. And she said it happened to a lot of comics. But she talked about, like, well, I self-produced, my last album. It was $13,000.
Damn.
So it was like, wow, And she's just talking how she reinvests money from her albums. They usually net her about 12 to 15 or whatever, and she makes it to produce her future album. But it makes sense what you're saying too. Like, if you're producing everything. How long does it take to put out all of this? You said about 5 to 6 months, maybe 3 to
4 to 6, depending.
4 to 6 months.
Yeah, I mean,
but that's you doing it only yourself, though. You doing everything.
No, I think 4 to 6 with a team.
With
Yeah.
a team.
Yeah, for sure.
like
Wow.
professionals, it wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be very quick.
Really.
And I don't think they necessarily want it to be. They want it to be good. First of all, they want it to look right. They want it to be continuous. They don't want it to have, continuity.
So that's why
errors.
they'll shoot 2 or 3 shows, right? And then just blend it into
Yep.
one.
Yep. A lot of times they just use one show if they can. They'll just use one show.
How close are you guys? Would you say to do even like a 30-minute like special like on YouTube or something?
I would want to be selling tickets first because there's no reason to put something out if you're not then trying to push more tickets. And it's like not enough people know me yet to
Like, what's the point of
Right.
getting out there if you're not in a position to be?
Yeah, if you're just
selling?
trying to get exposure, do TikTok, Instagram,
Got
do that
it.
shit. Like,
Got it.
But to like put out a body of work, I think, you should wait until you can use that to.
But what if the body of work is if someone's, we're paying, come do 15. You can do a tight 15. That would be a good skill indicator of your skill at that point. It's not a chunk.
What was the first part?
If somebody just wants you to come do a 15 that they'll record, like how
For where?
Netflix is doing their, everyone gets a 15 minutes.
Or Comedy Central did those 10-minute spots.
Or even
Those
like a
10-minute
premium
spots.
blend or
If
something of
one
that
of
sort.
them came to me and was like, "Do you want to do 15 minutes on Netflix?" I'd be like, "Absolutely." Yeah, of course. But that's a bigger opportunity than to just
No,
put it on.
I thought that was a question.
To
He's saying
put-
if somebody asked to do in general.
No, I think he was talking about doing it yourself.
Yeah, like what were you guys at? How far were you guys from doing it? And then it just evolved into that. But that's a good question there
if
too.
If somebody was like, "Here, do you want this money to shoot 15 minutes?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I'm doing this for." Yeah, absolutely. But that's different, in my opinion.
Are you closer to doing like a professional 10 to 15-minute bit, or are you closer to doing a 30-minute thing? Like, where do you think you are now, or like based on your philosophy of comedy? Like right now, you explain that, like, well, why would I do a big body of work, if it's not to the point where I'm going to be selling tickets? Like, what's the point? Well, so so you would go closer to more to the 10 to 15-minute, right?
Yeah.
But what about clips? What about clips now? Like,
Oh, I just suck. That's why I don't put them out.
yeah, I don't.
They don't sound good. They don't look good. I don't know how to make the fucking
Text and all that shit,
all that look good. So I'm not gonna. It's just
Like the shot. Like there's some
You
that
know,
look really good
yeah.
professional.
And it's like I don't want to burn my material. I don't want to put that on there. I'm not ready to be famous. Dude. I don't have 60 minutes. You on your mind?
You think if gun to the head, boom, you want to do 60.
But,
Yeah, all right, let's
you
do
don't
it.
you don't
You do it?
necessarily need to be. I mean, you can do the. Not saying it's successful, but she's made something out of it. You can do the Angela Johnson. She claims to have only had 15 minutes when her shit went hot.
Yeah, and every comic knows that.
But she's paying bills. That's my point.
Yes, dude. But
Yeah, like
I guess.
We'll try to figure it out.
such a different philosophy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we have to participate regardless.
We all have a
of
little
the
bit of
thing.
it. We have integrity mixed with like financial need
Yeah.
and like, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of dynamics
Yeah.
involved here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think most of us at this table are at a good spot where like you could theoretically try to turn an audition on a network talent show into something a little more lucrative for yourself. We all have a decent amount where you can audition, probably get some kind of TV credit, and try to steamroll that into some kind of momentum for yourself. I think we are all in a good position to do that for a good 10 years into the future. You can keep doing that. I mean, fucking Josh Blue was just on America's Got Talent like last year. Like, it's not it is just credit collecting at this point.
It was that first. What is it? America's last comic standing. That's where he made his. Right. That's where I got introduced.
Right,
to him.
but I'm saying like he was on America's Got Talent as a contestant
just recently,
very recently.
Wow.
He's a headliner.
Right. But so was Michael Winslow was on that lineup as well.
Michael Winslow?
Yes. And that's what I'm saying. Like we're all at a good spot to kind of play the game now.
Hey, can't we be like, yo, this isn't for you?
For
this
sure.
show is not.
He was
for
not
you.
good though. He you could tell that like he was doing his material from his
1980.
time. Yeah, that was crazy. Doing like phone calls, like dude, phones don't sound like that anymore. Like you gotta update your acts.
It would not be awesome if he just did older stuff. And I was at the phonograph, and then that would be dope.
Yeah.
I was walking down the street.
Yeah, see, this is a copper. Fine.
Stick 'em up.
I'm just gonna bite on my cigar.
All right, what's your next career move, Hector Lara? I feel like I feel like you're in a good spot, like soul,
Mentally,
your energy.
It's a lot.
Good.
I think I'm back to where I was pre-pandemic.
Time to learn to host.
Yeah, I want to. But I think it's trying to explore what is the next step. But I know that regardless of what that next forward movement is, the thing that always has to be, you always have to be better at it, get stronger as the writing. That's what's going to separate you. Like, there's no, like, you could dream about stages and doing this. Who cares if you're going to suck if your writing is not there?
Yeah.
And that's what I always struggle with. But I'm more, it's daily now. Like, I'm, all right, coming up with bits daily. But what I have to do, what I've been, I tell other people, is, okay, I could come up with new ideas every week, but it's just like giving time to any idea that I didn't create this week in the past, like, I don't give it any time. Like, okay, I'll have 3 or 4 ideas. Like, this week, I want to run like 3 ideas that I came up with. But like, ask me if I worked on anything that I came up with 2 weeks ago. And that's my problem. That's my next step in whatever my evolution is finally getting back to editing and making whatever bits I've come up with, even bits I put on shows, stronger. I haven't taken the time to really extract everything. You know what I do is I push it away because I know it's difficult, and it's like, okay, I'll sit in front of it. It's like, okay, I'm just going to go clean, or I'm just going to go do this. And instead of like forcing myself to like, okay, just sit here, it's because it's such a thing. Like, I'm not in the habit of doing it. That's why.
I think you need more stage time.
Stage time? Mm-hmm. What do you mean?
Because you said you don't have like, basically you said you don't have enough time to work on all the stuff you want to work on. That's basically what I heard in that.
No, that I don't
that he's
force
not
myself
actively
to
doing it.
do it.
Yeah, so if you had more stage time, you would have more opportunities to do that.
See, I don't believe in the whole writing on stage thing. I'm the opposite. It's what's at home, and then I bring it on stage. So you might have it
I think what he's saying is you'll be doing so much like more. You'll be getting on stage more that you would have no choice to have to try those.
Or he could be fucking around more.
Yeah. That too,
That's the thing too. I think stage time is a solution, but I don't think a lot of comics realize that like just getting on a lot is not gonna help you necessarily. You're just doing it on accident now,
Right.
instead of being more intentional with your stage time.
Yes.
Like you could get on
Yes.
6 times a week, but if you're just
who cares?
fucking
If I'm,
around,
yes, and yes.
Which I
Yeah,
see
but
it.
if you're
I
doing
see
it once or twice,
but
it's really not that much.
yeah.
Like you're,
But it's-
we've
I'm more.
had this discussion. 5 to 10 minutes of prepared stage time a week.
Yeah, but then you also have your show on the weekend. Usually there's 5, 10, 15 minutes during the week. If you hit an extra mic plus another 10 to 15, maybe 20 on the weekend, you could get some work done with that.
You equate stage time with work. I'm more like what you're saying. It's what are you bringing to the stage? Like you can sit there and say, I went to
but
10 mics.
If you have more stage time, you can bring more to the stage. And you can work on it more and make it better.
But you have to take time to work it.
Look at you working your way out of getting on stage.
No.
The most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
No, I would look. I welcome it. It's just what I'm saying is I want to bring that's I think that's my bridge. Like I need to cross that gap. Once I cross that gap, then I think I could take the next step.
I don't know. I feel like I only do like 2 mics a week now, so it's like that's not enough either.
That's how I feel.
But
I feel.
But when you have
barely maintain the bits that like got me here. That's how I feel.
But when you have that, going on where you're constantly writing stuff, you have more stuff to bring to those 2 mics.
Right.
You just gotta trust yourself more, I guess, and just be like, all right, even if it's an idea that has 0 punchline,
right.
Like, just bring it up on stage and be like, fuck it, like let's see if I can figure out something funny about it in the moment,
Yeah.
Which I don't do that shit either. I'll write some really dumb ideas, and I'm just like, I don't even know why.
I get
put
scared. I'm like, oh, I'm not doing that. No.
Yeah.
But those can be so much fun when they get like when people understand the reason why you brought it up.
Yeah.
That feels so good.
Yeah.
That feels so good. Like every week, I will not bring anything old onto the mic. It's all from the previous. So as soon as Thursday ends, from that Friday to that next Thursday, so then those 5 minutes of it they're all new. It's all new.
What if you
Yeah,
find
but you
something
gotta
that
refine
yeah,
stuff.
what if you find
why?
something?
That's my problem. That's what I'm saying. That is my problem, that I won't go back. So right now, I'm in the process of getting myself mentally
But you're
back.
supposed to, though. You're
What?
supposed to take the thing that you were fine and put it in the
I
middle
know.
of your new
See,
5 minutes.
I know you're supposed to, and I
What
don't.
do you want from us?
I need you guys to strap me in a chair with a fucking put my eyelids open and force me to get back to my like any bit. And then when I actually
Well,
do,
I guess the question then, like, not to dissect your psyche, but is then why do you feel like you have to bring 5 new minutes every time?
Do you like bombing?
For sure.
because sometimes an idea comes through and it's like, okay, I know there's legs if I work it.
Do you work on it though? Like
No,
when
that's
you
exactly
find-
what I'm saying right now.
Yeah.
As soon as it's done, I start thinking about the new
next one?
and then I don't go back, and that's
Yeah,
the problem.
So if you had more stage time, you would run out of shit to talk about, and you'd be like, I guess I have to go.
You know
back.
what? There's
There's
something
truth
to that.
but
Yeah.
you can still you just
Especially
you can
you.
just
You
as
fucking
equally
talk
fuck
so much.
around. Like that's
Yeah.
that's the problem. Is it is a double-edged
And-
sword.
Well, that's on you.
Yeah.
But that's always going to be on you.
But that's part of my process right now. That's the journey that I'm on. That I need to figure that part out of comedy. Once I do, then I think I'll be a strong comic.
we all suck at writing, dude.
Yeah. No, it's that's the process. It's like I'm at the gym. I go to the gym, but I don't lift weights. That's it. That's what I'm at. That's what I feel like.
Solid joke.
I think it's more like you go to the gym, you work on your arms, and then for the rest of the month you don't work on your arms.
Maybe, yeah.
Like, sure, you did all that work, but what's that for now?
Right,
Because now
right,
you're
right.
not reinforcing that training.
There you go.
Week after week.
That's probably more accurate. Yeah, that's where I'm at. So once I conquer that, then
There's nothing. We just explained it.
And so
I just need to do it. I just need to do that.
if you have multiple gym memberships,
If you work that longer,
you went to both of them as if you didn't go to the other.
But sometimes there's a gym baddie and it's distracting. Okay.
I love how that's the solution. Just more of whatever the
More. He's an American. He wants
Oh my
more.
God, that's funny.
More, damn it.
Yeah, he has a fentanyl addiction. Well, if you had more fentanyl,
I do genuinely believe that like that problem can be solved with just getting on stage more.
More is
Might be.
not detrimental,
Yeah.
but we know plenty of people who do more and make no progress. So it's not detrimental to your progress, but it's also not guaranteeing your progress.
I could see, like I said, I could see the perspective from that. The more stage time, but I know what my issue is, so that's my
So
issue.
go fuck yourself, buddy.
No, but eventually,
All right, man. Whatever. Tell your stupid friends they need to host too. All those little
It's scary.
little heathens out there when you're
It's
fucking
scary, I get
spreading disinformation,
disinformation.
telling people they're funny and shit.
I say what I like about people. That's what I say. That's what I say.
Hey,
That's
man,
the truth.
nice sweater. I love your hat. Love the way how you don't move the mic stand out of the way.
It's very passive aggressive. Hey man, I really like how you're doing comedy without jokes.
I really bet that pen is still full of ink. Good for you.
You're looking at my pen.
I really like that joke when you first did it 7 weeks ago.
That's a really my joke. Stop it. Fucking.
I did say this yesterday. It's funny though when we're at a mic. And when people get excited when there's people there, because they'll revert to their old jokes that work. That's just a funny thing. It's just like a natural.
But they don't work there.
A
lot of times they don't.
But they didn't work.
Mine do.
A lot of times they don't work.
Every once in a while, I gotta pull them out. And I gotta show these fucking kids.
I just think that's an interesting like reaction to when people are there. You're like, oh fuck it, let me get some laughs. Like guaranteed laughs.
I think at Back to the Grind, we've been getting such consistent crowds that after a while it's like I'll just try something new, you know, or it was just like I'm kind of not used to, but like I felt it already. Like I felt doing my good shit here, you know, and then like if I do my good shit, I'm gonna only feel good for that moment, and then afterwards I'm gonna be like, you didn't work on shit, you poser.
Right, for sure.
You know, but if I come up with not even come up with if I do a set with like, you know, new shit in it, then I'll feel a little bit better about it because I'll be like, okay, like I said it.
Even though that part bombed.
Even if that, but if it doesn't, or even if it doesn't completely bomb, if you just hear like a chuckle or two, and you're just like,
or sometimes it just feels good.
I might just say it wrong. I might just be saying it wrong.
Yeah.
But you might be in the when you're in the mode. I can't think. In the zone. There you go. In the
zone.
The buddy zone.
You could feel like you could try anything and it'll work because it just comes off so natural, right? Like it's just
true.
you're playful.
Yeah.
That's the best when you know you're like, oh, I can say whatever I want right now. This is gonna go great.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It's very
No, I'm just kidding.
It's very sublime.
Yeah.
It's I love it. I love it.
But the Back to the Grind, whatever is happening, whatever magic is happening, I love the fact that the crowds come. It's like it feels like little advertising. Like it's like where do they know that there's comedy right now in a cellar, and then they come and pack it out, and it's just it's beautiful. It's I don't know. I love it. The lighting though still to me is like amazing. Like
Yeah.
I
It's
love
a good production.
that.
It's solid.
Yeah, we fucking do a good job.
Good job, guys.
You guys do. I don't really do shit for this one.
But
You just show up, everything's set up.
Yeah.
And
But your mics suck because they
Good to
always go
go.
out on me.
Just you. Maybe talk less. Talk softer.
I think I stepped on the cord when you were handed it to me, and like I was holding the mic and I stepped on the cord, and I think that must have fucked it up.
Yeah,
It happens
So, my bad.
sometimes. Not to anybody else, but it happens.
That was funny. I was
guess.
laughing at
coming
that.
out of your paycheck at the Improv.
Yeah. Are you excited to host? Are you excited? What makes you want to host? That's my last question before we get the fuck out of here.
I think there's a different.
You want to host
Skill.
the next time I have to host it?
I would love to host all of them. I'll host all of
You
them.
want to host tomorrow?
I'll host everything.
Hell yeah,
I'll host
dude.
everything.
I want to go home.
No, it's just I think that's just a skill set that all comics need to learn. That's almost a given. And then there's also the you guys do a good job, and I'm not just blowing smoke up your asses, but when
need
it
to
was at the
smoke.
W or anywhere else, and then when there's been some kind of crowd work or anything just to be in the moment, I think that's key because it makes it feel so present. Like the crowd's getting something that it's not going to happen anywhere else. Like we just experienced something together. Only we're going to know. It's our inside joke.
Unscripted.
And then so I think the host and then the show
And then
also
you try
takes
to recreate it, and you're like, oh, I can't.
Yeah.
It
Wow,
doesn't-
Yeah.
what a mistake.
and then also the show takes on the personality of the host too. I think.
Oh, no wonder it sucks when I host.
Everyone's just low key, just.
Why is there
ready to
why is there no energy in the room right now?
Hey, you guys having a good time? Everybody's just like, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
chill.
Sweet.
Just chill.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that and then if you have the opportunity to light a fire at the beginning for the rest of the show, I don't know. It's like you're doing so many things.
Yeah, it's also an easy way to get booked. Be like, hey man, I would love to come host your show.
Yeah.
Like, perfect.
Yeah, but
Sounds
a lot
good.
of people don't like to, I guess.
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's not easy. It is work.
But there are like really simple things you can do that make it easy. So
Like
Just
what
pay
would you
attention.
say?
Habits, good habits, and just like
Yeah.
introducing people.
Make sure the mic's in the mic stand. Center the mic stand. You know, put the stool in a decent place. Make sure it's not all tangled up and shit. You know, say the name of the last comic.
Yeah. Make it feel like a show.
Yeah.
It's a show.
Say things clearly and loud. And then the last thing you say before you get off, bringing up the next comic, is their name. You don't say anything else after that.
I learned that the hard way.
Dude,
I
want to punch
There's
people.
no way to dismount if you do it any other way.
Sebastian Satina had me.
Coming to the stage is Hector Lara, but aren't you guys having a good time right now? Yeah, we're having a good time. All right,
I did that.
Oh, really?
Sebastian Satina had me. This was like before pandemic. He's like, you're gonna bring, you're gonna not host, but like you're gonna bring me up. And then it's like I did my set, and then it's like, and coming up next is Sebastian Satina. He has a great joke, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I was handing him the mic. He's like, you fucked up. I'm like, oh shit.
He told
That's-
you?
Well, yeah, but I mean, he's like that kind of like he throws you in the fire, and you better, perform. But I learned that lesson that day.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like the most important thing.
and it sounds right. And I don't know. And I knew, but I didn't. It just. And I've done it even since then. And I'm like, God damn it! I think I did that at the Brooks Bar the last time out. I think about Nikki P. I said something, and Nikki P. And then I'm like, what am I fucking doing? So yeah, these next 2 weeks I'm practicing at home for sure.
I mean,
As long as you know,
really-
this next comic is Carlos Patino. I mean, oh shit, William Henderson actually.
I start giving away punchlines.
Oh, wait, he went up already.
that shit.
It's the worst.
Save your jokes for after they're set.
Yeah.
I explained that to Guzman. He was like introducing me as a host. He's like, one of my favorite Filipinos. I was like, bro, you're burning
You
like
just-
that's 3.5 minutes of material right there. Thanks.
yeah.
They're not listening, but fucking thanks,
Yeah.
dude. Like, Jesus.
Yeah. You just keep it to a minimum.
Keep it tight.
Is there anything else? I mean, be good. That's the first thing. You have to figure out comedy first, and then you figure out how to do hosting stuff. And then once you do hosting, then you show people you can do feature stuff, which is longer, and you get more money, and you go in the middle. And then once people start buying tickets, you can be a headliner.
That's when you feel that you can headline. When you start, people are like, I need to see this person.
You
I buy-
feature for a while. You travel as much as you can, get as much as attention as you can, and then you try to like headline one of these places once. See
The
how
problem
many
is
people
no
come
one's
out.
taking anyone on the road anymore.
That's
though.
true. It's
That's a
very
problem.
difficult to get on the road. It is very difficult. If you're not like in their clique amongst their people, it is very difficult to find a headliner to take you.
Have you guys ever thought about doing that and doing like your own tour, let's say upstate, throughout the state, or just local states?
They were in the middle of doing that.
We were gonna.
Oh, yeah?
Aaron and I were gonna go to Idaho and do like a run of shows. We had already booked like several of them. We rented a vehicle.
No shit.
Yeah, and then the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
We
Damn.
canceled
Took
it all.
promotional photos and everything.
Yep.
No way.
Yep. Canceled it all. So there's that.
Why Idaho?
So we figured there wasn't much going on.
And for the hose.
Your next stop was Montana
For
and
the-
like North Dakota.
For the white hose.
Well, I'm trying to organize a trip to New York. I'm trying to gather the troops, see who's. But I can't even get people to go play basketball. I'm not gonna get anyone to go to New York with me.
And if they do, they fuck up their knees.
Yeah,
and-
because like I can't afford the hotel, and fucking Frankie Oy can't get a apartment yet. Son of a bitch.
you guys get a bigger van.
No, I'm not gonna stay in the van.
Have you already bought your plane tickets?
I'm about to,
Why don't you just wait?
but man, because I want to go. Because I have to go before my daughter starts school.
All right, so you're gonna go to a hostel?
No, if I can't rally the troops, then I'm not going. Then I guess
Wow, dude, why don't you start a Kickstarter,
Yeah.
you dork?
But say it in that tone, though. Saying in the same tone you just did.
If I don't get the funds, I'm not going.
And then Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Please donate.
Yeah, like I just have to wait a lot longer, and I want to do that already.
If you call this phone number
Because
right now,
I
you
don't.
can donate. The phones will be open for the next 24 hours for this sad soul.
And then Cher,
really wanna go.
Cher starts to sing.
Do you believe
Don't you want to send this poor son of an immigrant
I am
Mexican boy?
born here, though.
But that's been the closest you come to setting something up out of state. You.
Yeah, yeah.
And
But
you,
that's not like your
No,
own
no, I'm not going on tour or anything.
have you guys thought?
doing like the festival kind of like made me realize like, you know, I can do 30 for sure, you can do 30 for sure, we can probably do more than that if we needed to. Like we could co-headline, swap on and off who headlines a show.
Probably right. A lot of
Those can
spots
open.
I could
all
open.
over the place.
He does 45, I do 30, you do 15. That's a
Perfect.
90-minute show.
Legion of Danks. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Like it's
You guys never thought of putting
we're
that together?
getting there. It's just that's a lot of work. We gotta
I
take
know.
time off of
Yeah.
work.
We
It's,
gotta talk about it.
Yeah.
And
Fucking,
then-
why
then
do we
there's
have
the-
to work?
Then there's the obligation of
yeah.
the scene. Like there's venues that do expect us to be certain places on certain days. So it's like,
I mean, we're gonna
But that you could
stop
pawn
that.
off.
We're gonna have to
You gotta
stop that
train.
eventually
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
if we do anything bigger or more ever at all. If
Wow.
there's somebody out there that can help us,
It's
please,
the whole-
God.
It's the whole, like you said, just work.
Work.
Fucking work, God
Fucking
damn it.
Rihanna had it, dude.
Shit.
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
We're back, Hannah, because
Yeah.
hashtag Chris Brown. All right, you guys want to plug in GTFO or
Yeah.
you got shows going on?
When's this coming out?
2 weeks probably. So
Did we do the improv already?
that might be this week when they're hearing it.
Well,
I don't know.
make sure you're going to that.
Yeah.
This weekend I will be at Wrightwood at the Bed and Breakfast at 8 p.m. It's gonna be a good show, hosting or featuring, I think, for host or for Keith. I talk for stuff, and after that, I think that's pretty much it for the month of June for now. Hit me up for bookings. I'm solid, dude. I can do good. Every Tuesday at Brooks, every Thursday at Back to the Grind, and make sure you follow me on Instagram at Willie_D20 and the Buddy System YouTube. Watch me stream.
Sicky.
Cool. Follow me on Instagram at Los Patino Comedy. If you don't know already, you should know. June 12th, we'll be at the Ontario Improv. I'm just gonna say it because it sounds cool to plug something. But June 8th, I'll be at Strum, and I'm gonna be hanging out with George in Laguna, having some fun.
Sicky.
Where? When? What do
Sicky.
you? What?
He'll tell you.
Oh.
Sicky. Hector?
That was weird.
That was weird. It's because I'm not officially booked on the show.
He's just driving.
Hosting the Ontario Improv Show, June 12th. That's going to be an awesome time. And join the after party, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
going to be
let's have some
gonna be
fun.
cool. Probably 4th of Mill.
Yeah.
But it does like default.
Yeah.
So
Let's hang out. It's
I'm
good.
headlining and nobody's told me about this till today.
we are going to automatically there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
We'll
that.
ki- we'll
It's not
carry
Taco
you if
Bell.
we have to.
Dude, who are we? The fucking dirty show?
Fuck yeah. I don't give a shit.
After show.
We're going to drink afterwards.
Hang out.
That,
I'm going home. I gotta work the next day.
Colin fucking
Yeah, I'm
sick.
doing a
I
set
can't
the
now.
next day.
Outside of that, got booked at a couple of private backyard shows on the 8th.
That's what I say when I don't have bookings either.
And then,
Doing some privates this week.
and then I promise I'm writing to be a stronger comic by the end of the year. So that's what I'm working on. But I'm open to hosting opportunities. If anybody knows of any, you could follow me at Rated H Comedy on Instagram.
Super dope, y'all. Follow me at the George Ave. Follow me for all my dates. This is probably coming out right now. You might be listening to this on the way to the Ontario Improv. So thank you for buying your tickets. Thank you for being there. That's the only thing that matters. Ontario.improv.com. Buy your tickets. You bought your tickets. There's no guest list. Not for you. You're not that important. So get your tickets now, y'all. Follow everything we do at the Buddy System Co. Tuesdays, Brooks. Thursdays at Back to the Grind. Almost to the W.
Oh, no, can't say
It's
that
a
anymore.
hard like
You just hurt my.
gear shift.
It's
hurt.
I
instinct,
don't,
man.
I don't.
That hurt.
Habit.
That hurt.
Yeah, so thank you for listeing, y'all. This has been fun. Hector, Lara, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for
Appreciate
hanging
it.
out.
Don't fuck up the show.
Oh my God! No pressure.
Love you, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
We got
Carlos.
George, Will sitting around smoking all the weed, acting like clowns. We got all the alcohol and all the blunts, and then we'll go around chit chat like some fucking cunts. Either way, what can I say? It's the middle of